Hello, welcome back to another tropical update. Before we get into this video, I would like to make it clear that I am not a meteorologist, and opinions shared are mine and are not official and should not be taken as official. Well, potential Tropical Cyclone 1 remains a broad and elongated surface circulation, and we also have some little mesovortices here within the broader circulation, but it does also appear we have some rotation here. Now once again, this is due to some shear being imparted onto the cyclone, and we can see this made clear by the displaced convection. This is due to an upper level trough we have situated here in the Gulf of Mexico, and while it is aiding the upper level outflow here, it is making the shear displaced, and this is disallowing the storm from organizing any further and being designated a tropical cyclone. It is still possible we can see a designation here on its approach, but it's also possible this could remain a potential tropical cyclone as it moves through southern Florida, but it could develop later on after it moves back into the Atlantic Ocean. Despite the mentioned disorganization, the National Hurricane Center does expect the potential tropical cyclone to transition into a tropical storm within about the next 12 hours. And we also here have tropical storm warnings along western Cuba, southern Florida, and portions of the northern Bahamas. Here is the mentioned rainfall threat, where southern Florida is forecast to see about 4 to 6 inches of rainfall here. And once again, 4 to 6 inches may not seem a lot, it may not seem like much, but in the grand scheme of things, you do not want to mess around with this much rainfall. We can once again see this here in the risk of flash flooding, where now all of southern Florida is in at least a 40% chance of flash flooding. Now there is possible there could be some localized higher amounts, as flooding like this is mainly a localized event, as there are many factors that go into play, what areas see what rainfall, and how that is compared to another area. So please stay tuned to your National Weather Service, your local weather office, and for any further updates on how much rainfall you could potentially see. We can see the rainfall here on radar, where we have a big area of rainfall that is currently falling over southern Florida and even over here into the western Bahamas. And we do have a little band here, and this could actually be producing, and it likely is producing, water spouts around here. And these could move onto land, and we could see some tornado warnings here in the coming hours as potential supercells move onshore. Here is the National Hurricane Center's key messages. We can read it here as it says, heavy rain associated with the system is expected across western Cuba, where life-threatening flash flooding and mudslides are possible. Heavy rain will affect portions of central Florida, South Florida, and the Florida Keys today and continue through Saturday. Considerable flash and urban flooding is possible across South Florida and in the Keys. Flash and urban flooding is also possible across the northwestern Bahamas. Tropical storm conditions are expected in the warning area in western Cuba this afternoon and tonight, in Florida tonight and on Saturday, and in the northwestern Bahamas on Saturday. Tropical storm conditions are also possible in the watch area in western Cuba this afternoon and tonight. We can see here on the National Weather Service's homepage where we have tropical storm warnings, as mentioned before, in effect for southern Florida, and also some marine tropical storm warnings here as well. And while you may not be able to see it due to the tropical storm warnings, there are flood alerts in effect here, where we do have flood advisories, coastal flood advisories, and flood watches in effect for this area. So even though you can't see it, the threat is still there. And we can still see that even in portions here in the Keys on the radar there. So once again, stay tuned to the National Weather Service for continued updates on rainfall. That's all for now.